Shorty, what you want? I got what you need.
I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
For my with Bentley coupes and Rolex.
Hey, here we are rolling here at the Lone Star Sports Show. Snoop Johnson, Honey With Money, Lady Life on the ones and twos. You got us right here tuning in at the Lone Star Sports Network on YouTube Live. Today's show is brought to you by FastMallSports.com. Go check them out, take a look, and see how Fast Mall Sports is leading basketball into the 21st century through the vehicle of technology. Got some more things coming with Fast Mall Sports. They're going to be getting right down into high school basketball, down and dirty, and getting ready to deliver some product to the parents. Wait and see and stay tuned and look around. You'll be coming to a gym near you. More FastMallSports.com. Coach,
What's up? What's up? What's up?
basketball Thursday, man. You know, Jay getting it lined up. Y'all have football Tuesday. Now we got basketball Thursday.
Well, you know, we're Monday night. You know, but they had Friday this week.
Yeah.
So they had Tuesday night game.
Next thing you know, they be playing them boys in the Cotton Bowl on Friday.
But hey, they took one step this year. They gonna have a triple hitter, I think, on Friday over here at right across the freeway from you over here at over at Kincaid.
Kincaid,
yeah, they just ain't going back to the Cotton Bowl. But see, the Cotton Bowl is where it's at because everybody's at the fair.
Right. Man,
They ain't figuring it out.
I mean, obviously, I'm partial, and I'm going to take this 10 seconds to relive some of my good old Friday night days. I had my best high school game, Skip Bayless, Times Herald Player of the Week against Brian Adams. What you got, Coach? Oh, I thought you were Gary 7 or something, yeah. And I just always treasure that Faraday atmosphere. I mean, that's a memory I have forever.
You must have felt guilty about something. I ain't saying I was sitting over and typing over.
I thought you were going to say something.
No, you were pausing to get ready to comment. You usually don't let nobody talk that long without coming in and throwing something in, Coach.
I mean, I'm doing my part, Coach.
Doing your part, Coach.
Doing my part. I mean, you know, y'all gonna be.
Give me.
Y'all got that nervous because I'm back in here.
See, there you go. Now we got the normal Snoop Johnson back lined up.
Y'all get nervous and everything. Everybody was relaxed and confident the other night.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm checking y'all out. I'm over there on the phone watching and everything. Everybody look comfortable. You were leaning, you know. You were leaning like
the gangster lean, huh?
Even though we in your office, you were leaning like it was your office. You know?
You've been in here as long as I've been here today.
Yeah.
Feel like you want to lean in. Might mess around and take a nap.
You know what that's called, Coach?
What's that?
It's called working.
Yeah, exactly.
That's called working, Coach. I mean, that's what it's called.
That's what all this is set up for.
It's called working.
Yeah, Coach.
It's called working.
When you start coming in with Mike and Mike in the morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
You're getting rolling.
Yeah.
Waiting on Mike and Mike to kick in and get off the world news.
No. Let's throw another. You got Mike and Mike, and then you got Chris Carter and them over there too at 5:30.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. No, I'm such a good
Fox 1 going head to head, Coach, all the way across the board.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a tough one. Mike and Mike might be the longest standing running duo.
Early,
duo, just sports show period duo they've been in. I didn't realize they've been around that long. They're like over 20 years.
Yeah. But you know what? But they was doing that before they put it on TV.
Yeah, they're doing just what we were doing.
Yeah, they
started out like this. Yeah. You know, it was a different time, but you know, I enjoy them. I enjoy them. You know, all the way across. Well, I tell you who I enjoy. I enjoy Skip and
Shannon.
Shannon Sharp a lot
Coach,
more.
I tell you, I don't identify just basketball players. Cause I identify talent. Period, just talent.
Well, I mean,
if it's a postman, you know, I can recognize talent. If it's somebody that work at the
grocery store.
at the burger place,
the
burger place,
the
burger place who know how to
flipper.
make the burgers right. I identify him, Coach. I told y'all the first week of that show. I told y'all that I said, man, Shannon Sharp is doggone. He pretty good. And them folks went on and let him go. They didn't change him. See, at first he was still trying to be. He was trying to be
a prototype.
Stephen A.
Yeah.
And, you know, but at times he would be himself, and you could tell the station went on and told him, "We don't need Stephen A. We want you. We want you to be you."
For me, when I look at sports talk shows, even like this sports talk show, it's not about individual personalities. Mm-hmm. It's about the diversity in the personalities and watch them interact and come together.
Yeah,
I like to see my man that went to the University of Texas that comes on First Take, Will
Kane.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to see Will Kane roll up in there. The boxing guy that replaced Skip over there.
Yeah.
You know, I love to hear Stephen A. Smith say, "Now you the boxing expert, but I'm a basketball expert."
Talking about old Max.
Yeah, old Max. Yeah, Max Kellerman.
Yeah, I was talking to Chris Walker today. Chris Walker like Max.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a Chris Walker. You know what I mean? Chris Walker going
Same type of style.
Yeah, that's what.
Tight shirts and all that kind of stuff.
All that
Okay.
kind of stuff right there.
Yeah. I mean,
that's same deal.
he's staying consistent.
Yeah,
you know.
consistent.
You know, I like Will Kane.
I like Will Kane a lot. You know, I'm not totally in.
I ain't like him at first when they was look like they was having tryouts. You know, he was trying too hard. Yeah,
he wasn't being himself. He was trying out.
He was trying too hard.
Yeah, right.
But you know what? That's the reason that they brought him back with Max and made him part of that show because of his talent.
He's
makes the show better.
You know, Big Woody. I like Big Woody and Little Booger.
Oh yeah,
Little Booger.
But them veterans.
Yeah, I like little boys. They'll come in there and just kind of give it to you like it is, man. But we got some people online today. We're gonna bring Mike Marcus in, Tyler Junior College, Brian Holbright in, Kilgore Junior College. Both of those guys have won a lot of basketball games. Put a lot of guys in Division I colleges and been coaching basketball for a long time.
I'm gonna tell you one thing now. Again, I identify talent very well. Coach Mike Marcus could be a hit on a talk radio show.
Oh, Don Wrinkles, coach.
Coach Mike Marcus could be a hit. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Mike Marcus, everything that Stacy's trying to, Casey is working into his process. That's what Mike Marcus is perfecting.
Casey's natural too, though. He's natural. Yeah. Casey's natural.
They both got that.
What's the name? Mike Marcus is raw.
Yeah.
You know, he raw.
Yeah, matter of fact.
Yeah, Casey.
Was I not supposed to say that?
See, Casey know what he's talking about. Mike is more, even if I don't know what I'm talking about, he
gonna put something.
He gonna say something. He gonna say something. So
no, that's pretty. Man, basketball season is right back in. It's like the guys that slipped right into camp. Few calls, guys trying to get overseas and get some jobs. E-Play did the deal out there with what's his name, Donnie Nelson.
Yeah, Legends. Legends.
Yep, did that piece out there, and now it's a full flat. Now I'm sitting here early in the morning watching NBA TV. Yeah, we watch NBA TV a lot.
Oh yeah, it's back and rolling.
Back rolling,
and I like the fact that they started earlier this year.
Yeah,
they started early to give the opportunity to have some more stretches,
more rest
in between games.
It makes the game good. I hope the NFL cuts it down next year and go 2 preseason games, starts it early, add another, real game.
Yeah, could add another real game. Or...
No, if they cut 2 away, they're gonna add 1.
Oh yeah, 2.
Yeah,
they cut 2 preseason.
But I'm saying it makes
the money come right.
With the OTAs and stuff like that right now, you know what you're looking at.
Yeah, they don't need 4 preseason.
You need 2 preseason. Get out the way. Let's go.
Yeah,
2 or 3 of them.
It's even listening to you all say it, it makes a lot more sense. I agree with it beforehand. Yeah. But listening to y'all say it makes even more sense.
I think it's coming. Because
we here at the Lone Star Sports Show, all things sports, all things Texas. We got 3 NBA teams in the state of Texas.
Been like that for a while, Coach.
Like that for a
while.
Okay. Well, I always been like that. Now, I remember back in the day
before the Mavericks.
Well, before the Mavericks, I remember before the Mavericks. And I also remember when I used to go down to the
Chaparrals.
Yeah, we had Dallas Shepard. We had the San Antonio Spurs with the ABA.
ABA too. Yeah, right. ABA. Yeah.
So I remember when it wasn't but one NBA team.
That's right.
And I wasn't a baby then. So, I mean, it's
Are you showing your age?
He always doing that.
Coach, it's better than alternative. Like Coach Davis said, you want to stop having birthdays? We can fix them birthdays now. You have to have no more birthdays. You have to get no older. Right. We stop right there.
What are you talking about? He just trying to remind us, Coach. I mean, just in case if he start forgetting stuff, he reminding us why. He reminding us why he's forgetting those things.
Hey, well, you know what the old saying? You know what old folks always say? Say, "Boy, I forgot more than you know." As all that rolls out, I'm going to say that Houston has shown me more preseason feel and chemistry for personnel with each other and on the court than any of the 3 teams. I think that San Antonio is probably going to start a little slow with some injuries, and I mean, I know I don't have any doubt that Pop won't get it right, but I think it's kind of moving around a little bit on them. Got a little bit of a moving target.
Pop has absolutely zero to prove to anybody in the preseason.
Yeah, well, I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying when you look, and you're right.
You just look at the team.
He looking at his team. That's it.
Yeah, and you should be. That's one of the things that we're going to talk about.
Making sure he letting those guys know I'm giving y'all a chance. You know, he got to look. He got to look at all of them.
We're gonna
Especially
talk
at the point guard spot.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some of that right there. Tony Parker, go ahead and rest that hamstring right there. We're going to see who else.
Oh, they're going to be in great shape at the point guard position this year.
You got DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray, and then you got what's the name back?
Patty
Mills. Yeah,
Patty Mills is a solid point guard piece. I mean, he can't carry you, but he can take you down the road a ways.
Take you down the road.
Yeah, he can take you down the road a ways.
Yeah.
How's your boy going? The Under Armour kid. Where is it? Dennis? What's
Dennis Smith.
Yeah,
He had a good game. His second game was
he
really
played
good.
well last night against Bulls.
First game he struggled.
Yeah,
Just couldn't find a rhythm.
Yeah,
but
trying to do too
Yeah,
much.
well, I don't. Well, this is still Texas.
it's
You know who looks really, really good right now? De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Coach, he like it's translating, Coach.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we look at things in sports and we see kids being successful at one level, and you say, where does it translate to, Coach? I haven't seen him look this good since about the 10th grade.
Yeah.
And you say, what do I mean by that? Played at Kentucky and won all those games.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in his true fluidness of naturally what he is, a point guard.
Yeah.
How long till he starts?
I hadn't done the research on that. That's a fair question.
Well, the one thing that's going to stop slow it down is that the limited preseason games.
Yeah.
You know, limited preseason games.
do
You
it.
know, look at those guys around Thanksgiving and see where they are.
Yeah.
That's exactly. I totally
Look at them
definitely
around
agree with that.
Thanksgiving.
Lone Star Sports Show right here. Today's show is brought to you by Fast Small Sports. That segment was brought to you by Playbank. Go take a look and see what Playbank is all about. You want to improve your arsenal of attacks and sets and defenses, go take a look at Playbank and take your basketball information knowledge to the next level. Lone Star Sports Show on the Lone Star Sports Network. You got Lady Life on the ones and twos. Get ready to bring it to us. Got Snoop Johnson right there representing the guys up in Wichita, Kansas. You got my man, Aniwu Money, known as The Rook, and your guy, Alan Branch, right here. We'll be right back in 180 seconds with more Lone Star Sports Show.
I can balance out your chakras. Fornication is a sin. We can my name regardless. So I Father art in heaven as I pray for new McLarens. Pray the police don't come blow me down because of my complexion. Everybody think they know me now because I'm chicken checking. You and I'm a homie. How dare you think it's different? Boy, you tripping. Gas break and dip. The cash came. I flipped the stack. Yeah, stack that past the cellar. So sacrilegious. Don't ask the chat and don't ask for bitches. Back, I'm tripping. Boy, I'm buoyant, we are floating on the peons. Go until they take my bro and Malcolm CDCRs. Prison system broken, racial war commotion. Until the president get dashy, Vincent won't be voting. We need Tamika's equals in that Oval Office. Obama ain't enough for me, we only getting started. The next Bill Gates can be on Section 8 up in the projects. So till they love my dark skin, I'm going all in. Gas break and dip, the cash came, I flipped the stack. Yeah, stack that past the cellar. So sacrilegious, don't ask the chat and don't ask for bitches. Back, I'm tripping.
They found it. Depth close to 3,230 feet. A deep dive.
Clap your
But within
hands, you can
acceptable
probably save a
range.
profile. You ain't gotta worry, don't be scary, cause we on now. Ain't no gentrifying us, we finna buy the hotel. Tell the 1%, cause we on now. We on now. We on now. Tell the 1%, because we on now. Tell the government, because we on now. Tell the president, because we on now. We on now. We on now. Tell the 1%, because we on now. Tell the president, because we on now. Tell the government.
We're back here at the Lone Star Sports Show on a basketball Thursday night. This segment is sponsored by TexasBoysBasketball.com, where tomorrow kicks off the Lone Star JUCO Prep Showcase. Be played tomorrow at the Duncanville Fieldhouse, beginning at 10 a.m. If you miss tomorrow, catch them Saturday morning, beginning at 10 a.m. JUCOs from the state of Texas, prep schools from the state of Texas and surrounding states coming from as far as California tomorrow, and they all invading the basketball mecca, Dallas, Texas.
Coach, I'm gonna throw a piece out there. That schedule is located at TexasBoysBasketball.com. You know, one of the things that I've always enjoyed about running the scouting service, being a basketball scout, is the opportunity to see players at a young age, and not just what I write and what I tweet or what I say, but in my head saying that kid's going to play in the NBA. Well, I'm going to tell y'all tomorrow morning at what time will they be playing tomorrow morning? What does it pop up?
11, I believe.
11 o'clock? No, they're not there at 11 o'clock. I don't see
Was it Provision?
Provision. See, Coach knows what I'm talking about. I already showed him some videotape on it. Provision plays once at 5 o'clock. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they play again. Yeah, they actually playing at 5 and 7. At 5 and 7 tomorrow afternoon at Duncanville Fieldhouse. You come see Alan Udumadu.
Who they playing?
They're going to be playing Oklahoma Storm post-grad group, and then they're going to be playing RLTC.
That used to be RLW9. WI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, RLW. Tim Miller.
Where's what's the name of what's the name's team out of North Carolina? Joe's team.
Joe's team is Washington Academy.
Washington Academy. Okay.
A lot of ACC calls.
Okay.
On what time do they play?
Yeah.
Now, I haven't seen the team.
Yeah.
But I know enough about this business.
Yeah.
When they start calling from North Carolina State, Maryland, and Virginia Tech,
tomorrow night
they play two. They play one at 3 o'clock and one at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And those guys don't call for nothing. They call, verify, and say I'm about to book my flight now. Let me pay for my coaching package.
That's right.
Yeah, that's business.
And they ain't buying the coaching package to just buy a coaching package. They trying to come to. They want to just walk in and.
Yeah, and go right where they're going.
They don't stand on the line.
No, they go. It's about business. They got somewhere else to go, something else to do. Yeah. As they say, they leave the motor running.
I'm gonna tell you another team. Is it a prep team in there called Tennessee or something?
Tennessee Prep.
Okay,
I get a lot of calls there. I have no idea.
Well, I was talking to Chad today. You know, Chad.
Up in
Hutch,
Kansas.
Up in Hutch. Yeah. They recruited some kids off that team.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was looking for the schedule.
Yeah. Tell Chad he got to buy his coaching package.
No, he know.
Oh, okay.
No, he know.
None D1 coach.
He is D1 junior college.
Yeah, well, no, that's none NCAA Division One. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're going to be right there. This will be the 9th or 10th year of the Lone Star JUCO Prep Showcase.
The ninth? Would you say the 9th or 10th?
It's the 9th.
It's the 9th. Yeah. I get just to forget. I already put my precursor.
He already let us know in advance.
I already let us know in advance. You get excused for forgetting.
Hey, that's how he was sitting the other night. He get comfortable when he start revving up in his chair, start feeling good about it. Yeah.
No, man, but it's a tremendous opportunity to come and see stuff like that. There are going to be a lot of really good players that'll play at a lot of good levels. There's going to be a lot of kids that are going to get scholarships. Mm-hmm. When you look at the situation, probably going to be about 220, 230 kids there. Out of those 230 kids there, I'm going to say that 130, 140 will go on to four-year institutions. It could be a little low.
Well, that's why those teams are coming. Those teams are coming because they got something they need to show.
Yeah. No,
they ain't coming to get no game. They can find games.
They can find games. No, they want to get on stage in front of coach and you know, one of the things that you have, and a lot of people don't realize, especially your established or I shouldn't say established, but your JUCOs that have their names, they only want to recruit people that they can move on to the next level.
That's right.
Right. They're not happy until the 13th man on their team is going somewhere.
Coach, a lot of them post grads are the same way.
Yeah, no, because you know, and that's where they hang their hat on. Yeah. And a little bit later on in the show, I'm going to be one of the questions that I'm going to ask Brian Holbright at Kilgore Junior College and Mike Marcus over at Tyler Junior College. You know, of how hard they work and the commitment that they bring kids in to put them in a situation. I've always been a little disappointed in our community as a whole, in the grassroots level, how we always want to look down our nose at junior college. You know, you know, it's sad. because and the reason it's sad because it's about education, Coach.
Yeah.
Right.
When you go get 65 hours towards your bachelor's degree, and you get your bachelor's degree, you got a bachelor's degree, right?
That's how I did it.
Right. So, I mean, you got a degree.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
got a
Look
degree.
at-
Yeah. Don't make nobody say, well, man, this bachelor's degree not worth as much as that bachelor's degree because you got your first 65 hours at Navarro.
But you got to realize this though, Coach. You know, it's not looking down. It's just not the first priority. That's all that is. Not first priority.
Coach, I've seen some of them play, Coach. They,
No, I understand. No, hey, I understand that, but I'm just telling you.
No, you telling me the
In
truth.
the basketball community,
that's where their perception is.
Alan Branch don't go out looking for a JUCO kid first. Sometimes you find out that they're grades.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I find out the grades. Sometimes I find a kid, Coach, that nobody wants to hear it. But you say what Alan Branch is thinking?
That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes I see a kid, I say, man, if I could put that kid,
In Region 14
In
or Region 5 or somewhere.
yeah, if I
in a
could put him
JUCO.
over there somewhere, qualify.
No, you say it all the time.
Yeah, if I could put him over there for a minute or two.
Now that's the piece that a lot of them that they don't
He
talk
re-
about.
they really pass
There's some that's qualified that they sit there and see him as a D1, but they don't want to wait that. You're not quite there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel you're a D1 player, stick with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go do a year in JUCO. Let him go ahead. Scholarships might not be available right now. It's a lot of reasons.
It changes the perception, first of all.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of stealing all the thunder, but they'll have plenty to talk about. But it changes the perception from the fact that when a Division I coach walks into a JUCO practice, I took Ane with me the other day to Tyler Junior College practice. When you walk in there, you looking in the context of everybody there is a college player.
Yeah.
Now you're just trying to figure out what level. When you walk into a high school gym, you're trying to figure out can anybody play college
Yeah, which
basketball.
one can play.
That's a different animal.
No, it's a different. But like you say, junior college guys, those guys were recruited.
Yeah, they were recruited.
To be recruited.
To be
You know?
recruited,
Yeah.
right. And I think the kids just get so much more. And I don't, you know what I mean? People think, oh, it's all about the Jimmy Butler story. Oh, Mr. Brown, Jimmy. But I can tell you 10.
Coach,
This-
Coach, I got a ton of them that went to JUCO.
JUCO,
Coach.
right.
I believe in it, Coach.
Believe it. Right, there you go.
You know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but
a lot of them.
the thing is, again, you got to educate people because the first thing parents when they hear JUCO, they thinking JUCO is
They think
for the
reform
ones-
school, somebody that
they,
fell short.
They think it's the ones that fell short, and they looking at their kids sitting over there with a 3.5, and they wonder why we got to go to junior college.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Eric Moreland bouncing in and out of the NBA right now was a kid that nobody wanted. 6'7", 6'1". You know, I mean, so it goes on, but just don't cheat kids from opportunities, Coach. That's what the whole thing is about. Kids need opportunities. And I was talking to Darrell Green today. You know, had him from the time he was 13 years old, 17, went to Wichita State, got to Wichita State, sharp rocking today. Went to Wichita State, didn't work out right. I thought it was a little bit over his head. Came back to Incarnate Word, worked out really, really good for him there. Came over, got a fifth year, got toward his master's in North Texas, worked out for him okay.
Yeah.
Almost got 2 degrees. He's 22, 23 years old, and now he's going to China.
Boy, everything's an either or, boy. You ain't sure about none of it. Are you?
What's that?
Everything's an or. You said he went over there and got 2 or 3 degrees. 2 or 3.
No, I said 1 or 2.
Or be 1 or 2.
one or
Right.
two.
The all years, I don't know if he completed the last part of that master's. Coach, he was enrolled. You know how them basketball players are, Coach. He was enrolled. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, Coach.
Oh, that's why
He had an opportunity to
you
get
just
to.
you making sure that you don't call it a fact.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
That's exactly what I'm
okay.
calling. Because I know he was enrolled.
And OR is a safety net right there.
That's exactly what that is. That's all it is. I knew he was enrolled.
Yeah, dog.
He had 6 hours. He got those 6 hours.
That's a fact right there.
That's a fact right there. I knew he was in the 6 hours. He was right there at it.
Yeah.
Now, they start playing basketball and start talking to agents doing it right there. Sometimes they don't go back and take the final exam.
No.
Can't take the final exam.
I know a bunch of them that had to come back and just go get them 2 classes.
You're right, exactly. There you go. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's the either or.
Yeah, that's the either or. But you know
that's-
what? I caught on to that because you just educated me on that. And that's what I'm talking about with these parents and these kids. Okay, these guys that you're talking about right now, like Darrell Green can speak highly of a mid-major situation.
Yeah.
Because I bet you when he came out, he wasn't thinking about that.
Hey, Wichita State
He
was the biggest
Wichita
thing
State.
recruited.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he got a Final Four ring,
That-
but
yeah.
he didn't get in the game.
Yeah, he got a ring.
Got a ring.
What's going to be the difference in his ring
And
10
my
and
man,
15 years from now
was
versus Baker and all them guys?
He was on the team. He was on the team.
His story can be just, well, I forgot about Google. They can Google it now. They can Google it.
You can Google
So you
me.
can't Google us right now.
Yeah, you can't
Can't Google us,
They
Coach.
They can't
I mean,
catch
if
up.
I wanted to come in here, I could be all state. If I wanted to. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta have Todd Dodge. I can't talk too much because Todd Dodge remembers exactly what it was.
Oh, yeah.
We same class.
Yeah, I come in and be first team All State if I wanted to. Talking about back when I played.
Yeah, we were playing. You get a
Yeah.
minute, you can pump it up a little bit more. Yeah, No, that's exactly right, man. But it's tremendous opportunities, Coach. I don't want to taint basketball Thursday, but Antonio Curro called me today, and I thought we were talking about events, and we talked about some of that stuff and different NCAA things going on. But he wanted to talk about them Green Bay Packers.
That's who you should have got on the phone. You should have got Antonio on the phone. And I got something for him.
I don't tell you what we got. He was hot today, Coach. He was warmed up. He was on the roll today, Coach. He feeling pretty good about it.
Right.
I started to set that up, and I said, nah, we ain't playing quite good enough for that right now.
He can swipe mine, Coach.
He's like, you can handle him, Coach.
I got a square account too. PayPal, he can swipe mine.
you can.
Cowboy, Coach, I saw us today with Big Irvin and Hitchens and all them guys back today. And
Yeah.
What's the little defensive back from Colorado?
Yeah.
Ibugu or whatever his name, Baga.
Yeah.
Baga. Go. We starting to get healthy. Watch us after
they went totally quiet on Zeke today on the information on the coming back on the deal.
That's gonna die. Coach, he playing the whole season, Coach.
Okay. All right, Coach.
Playing the whole season, Coach.
There he is, Cowboy Snoop, the insider right there.
Yeah. No, we playing the whole season. I don't know what's gonna happen this summer.
Hope the judge ain't listening to you, Coach, down there in New Orleans.
No, the judge is in Sherman.
No, they got rid of that judge, Coach.
Oh, they went up?
Yeah, they
got
went
rid of
somewhere
him.
else.
Yeah.
They changed venues on you, Coach.
Judge, though. Coach, he a judge. Judge stick together, Coach.
They do that crazy like that right there.
Jared can get hold of all of them.
Lone Star
No,
Sports
Jared
Show.
ain't
right
gonna mess with that.
Right.
Jared gonna get caught up with no bribery and all that.
You hearing it right here on the Lone Star Sports Show on the Lone Star Sports Network, right here going in to our third segment. This particular segment was brought to you by Bridge Basketball Academy. Go take a look at bridgebasketballacademy.com and see how iron sharpen iron is giving a kid and good quality players an opportunity to get better. We'll be right back here in 180 seconds with more Lone Star Sports Show.
Bridge Basketball Skills Academy begins your road to success with our foundation classes. These classes were created for the beginning basketball player who needs fundamental training rather than game training. These classes provide a progressive mastery of skills that are unique in our industry. We focus on creating a strong foundation by learning technique rather than just focusing on dribbling, passing, or shooting. Our unique combination of a skills matrix within a creative learning environment allows our trainees to learn skills faster than if they just practiced general concepts of the game. It's not what we teach, it's how we teach it that makes the difference. Classes start at $30 for ages 7 and up. Sign up today when we get back on the line, or find more information online at bridgebasketballacademy.com.
You can't touch me. I'm too high up. You can't touch me. I'm about to rise up. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Ooh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire, on fire, fire, on fire, on fire. Fire. I woke up like this. I'm buttoned up like this. I turn up like this. All I wanna do is burn it up like this. I stay like that. Loco straight cray like that. I kill it, 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 kill it. Tell him on a play like that. I'm the man in here. Spend 150 grand in here. So hot, need a fan in here. Oh yeah, they're playing my jam in here. It's an inferno. If you don't know, baby, now you know. Say, oh, we do. Come on. Oh, we do. You can't touch me. I'm too high up. You can't touch me. I'm about to rise up. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire, on fire, fire, on fire, on fire. Fire. I rock like this.
No, I guess
I
not.
make it hot like this.
Hey, we're rolling back in the Lone Star Sports Show. I'm 0 for 1 right now on the trash cans right now. I just missed the big Sonic Cup into the trash can there. Got Snoop Johnson, Lady Life on the ones and twos. Snoop Johnson is breaking down all the memories and how things used to go, and we're having a good little break right there. Sometimes we need to start chiming the break in part of the show. Uneven money might be a little overworked and underpaid today. We get a little out of it today. Alan Branch might be a little overworked, underpaid today too. With a little more to go. You got the Lone Star Sports Show right here on the Lone Star Sports Network on Basketball Thursday. Could be back in Basketball Thursday too, Coach. I mean, now we can have a nice little balance. We don't have to feel guilty about having Basketball Thursday because plenty of basketball going on. It's back. We took a little old break in September there, and that was, a little half of August, 6 weeks out of 52 weeks we get a break?
Yeah.
And that's about it. No Basketball Thursday during that time. But we right back here live. Everybody in first day of NCAA Division I practices. I think they're probably in their 5th day of practice. They were last Friday.
Some of them last Friday.
Yeah.
Last Friday was the official date you could start. Now, some people waited till Monday.
Right.
To start.
Yeah, they did.
But some of them had practice on Friday. They're getting after it, and we're going to start making our way around in the situation. We'll put old Snoop Johnson on the spot there with Snoop Johnson Basketball Report, Media Entity Scouting Service, Evaluator, Guru. What's going on with the Texas Boys Basketball's number 5 player?
I don't have it in front of me, Coach. You gotta get me. You gotta hit me.
I'm trying to see who it is myself.
What class?
I beat you, Google. I said I beat you.
You knew what you were going to say, sir.
Yeah, but Jordan Phillips.
Okay. What you mean?
What's going on with his recruitment? Actually, he's number 7 player.
Okay. So he dropped 2 spots.
He was at 6.
He was
Was he at 6? Dropped one spot. Dropped one spot.
Yeah, he dropped one.
Jordan is he's visit Arkansas, visit Fresno State.
That's what I keep on forgetting.
Took unofficial up to Georgetown, and he went unofficially over to SMU yesterday.
That's what I just heard.
Yeah,
That's what
went over to SMU.
question,
Yeah.
Jimmy Hicks said the tea leaves said.
Huh?
They said Jimmy Hicks said the tea leaves said.
He trying to figure it out, Coach. I mean, he's just trying to figure it out. I think he's coming close though.
Alan Branch got a somewhere between a hunch
He got
and a little bit of a speculation that make me right. I wouldn't be surprised if Jordan Phillips is not available in the spring.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, all right. That's why we brought the guru. That's why you got to be the North Texas guru.
I mean,
Coach.
anything could happen, and I don't think.
You leave the stuff out.
I think within a month he'll make a decision, but I wouldn't be surprised.
This is my take on it. If Jordan Phillips doesn't make a decision by Monday, then it might be the spring.
Yeah. I've been around the block coming.
Yeah, he won't.
I can smell him coming. I can see him coming.
Thursday won't come back around. Yeah. If we come back around Thursday, he ain't got a school. If he ain't got a school, he ain't gonna even be talking about.
I tell you what,
he ain't gonna even be talking about recruiting no more for a minute.
And I'm gonna say this publicly, and y'all know I love him to death. I have the greatest respect for Mike. I think he's a fine father. I think the kid's a very likable kid. But if he doesn't sign in the first signing period in the fall, and he comes back and makes his mind up, he wants to roll his sleeves up and go use everything that God gave him, they'll be lined up from here to the other side of Little Rock trying to get in here.
Yeah. No, he understands that too.
Yeah, he does that. And if they don't like all this recruiting stuff, they better go ahead and pick one out.
Yeah. No, he gonna get it out the way, Coach.
He'll get out the way.
Yeah, the thing is he might be a line around the corner, but a lot of people don't like to be that second choice. Sometimes a lot of second choices didn't work for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, it's all tricky. I mean, it all comes down to it. It looks like Caden Archer has narrowed it down. Just kind of dropped Florida out of there and didn't go down.
Recruiting really not tricky, Coach. It's who you want to be.
Well, Well, I don't think who they are.
No, I'm just saying who you want to be going in the door. I mean, I don't think Alan Branch wants nobody to be if somebody go in there and tell him, Branch, I think we might come on to your tournament. You know, that ain't what you want to hear. You might go on and sign them up because you ain't turning nothing down. Yeah. You know, but you don't want to hear that. Yeah. You know, so I mean,
I think Grayson Carter made a hell of a decision.
Mm-hmm. And he's at peace. He understands how hard he has to work.
Jaden LeDee, I think, picked a really good situation. I'll tell you another kid that I thought
I didn't like that signing. I mean, that commitment.
I like the league for him. I think it's the perfect league for him.
I didn't like that one.
I think it got to be one of the best leagues for him.
I think Jaden LeDee. I mean, really, at the end of the day, I think Jaden LeDee. You know. I think I ain't gonna say he missed on that one. I just don't like. See, you got to realize that kid is going into he's going to Big Ten country.
That's who he is, though, Coach.
Nah,
that's what I think. I mean, we're different opinion.
I understand what
the
you're
two
saying.
best gets.
I'm not even talking about him as a player. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, you know, when you go into those leagues like that, Coach. You know, when you go in those leagues like that,
everything's working out for McKay. I mean, what's his name from over at Michigan State?
Yeah,
he's having a good career.
I mean, good fit. That's a good fit for him.
I think this is a good fit for him, too, the style of play. Two best gets this year right now, I think, of level and the amount of talent that they got at that level is Trajan Wesley and Xavier Bryant.
Yeah. Trajan went to Louisiana Tech?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you know Trajan.
I know Trajan.
Yeah, right. And Xavier Bryant, Sam Houston State.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, my man got one when he got that one.
What about Kenny Milton at Oral Roberts?
It's a good, solid fit. Yeah. Okay. I watched Kenny the other night, Saturday morning. Morning. Been getting a lot of phone calls on the other kid that was guarding him that day too.
Who?
I don't think it's much separation.
I know his name.
From where? What school?
MacArthur.
What's his name? No, he's not from MacArthur. Oh man, God.
Was it the first game? Are you talking about the same game you watched?
Who were they playing?
What's Jace?
Jace Townsend.
Jace Townsend.
Right. Oh, you talking about that game? Jace is going to Denver.
No, he's already committed.
Yeah,
he's already committed to Denver.
We don't have that up. We had another kid that committed here lately too.
Jace is going to Denver. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's over there. What's name recruited?
Oh, no, we got it right there.
What's name got him in there real solid? Chauncey Billups' brother.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups' brother got a lot of talent.
Yeah,
as a recruiter, I like Chauncey.
We got him in Denver.
Yeah, we got it. We got it at Denver. There's a lot going on. I tell you who somebody stole one too. Northern Arizona. Y'all probably didn't see him much.
Keith Heyman.
Keith Heyman.
Yeah, okay.
Big time steal, Coach. Big old 6'6", above the rim, athletic skill, shoot the ball.
How did they steal him?
Everybody's didn't get him evaluated right.
Okay.
So they mess around. You know, what I mean,
where's the kid from?
He's a Houston kid.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Side Ranch.
Yeah. I knew he must not been. He wasn't a Dallas kid.
No, you wouldn't know.
Yeah. Snoop Johnson don't miss on him. I don't miss on him in this area.
I tell you somebody else that fits.
Because we're going to get everything we're supposed to get around Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We're going to get everything we're supposed to get. I got to call Jimmy Hicks and you and Dwight Coonstead and all you guys.
Let it slip out, huh?
All these guys we missing on. Let them slip through the cracks.
Let them slip through the cracks. Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
How did my man, how did he get to Ohio State? I mean, did he just not want to go to school in Texas? I know these guys recruited the hell out of him.
Well, some of these just kind of bailed out in Baylor. They just wasn't hearing what they wanted to hear.
Did Chris Walker recruit him in California?
They stopped.
Yeah, I heard he was pretty smart.
They stopped recruiting.
Well, he was a smart kid, wasn't he?
Yeah,
kid.
Yeah, he was following.
Solid academic background.
Yeah. Georgetown recruited him quite a bit early on.
Did they? Yeah, I heard that.
Baylor was in there real hard and just fell off. I mean, but it comes down to it. You got to understand this in recruiting.
Baylor stopped recruiting him, or they just fell off?
Stopped recruiting because they got somebody else.
Okay, yeah, got somebody else.
Right, and that's what you got to understand.
Okay,
some musical chairs. The music's going, music stop, or you gonna have a chair or not.
Yeah,
that's the thing that people don't understand.
That's right. That's right.
You're not the only person on the list. I wish some of these guys would get one experience to walk in one.
These guys got to realize they ain't the only ones with dorm rooms. You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people with dorm rooms, scoreboards, nice arenas too.
Yeah, it was that, but it's more. There are more players than there are places to play.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That's the whole deal. You know, that's the thing that comes down. Oh, that's what we don't have. We don't have Keontae Kennedy as Xavier. Hadn't put that up.
Well, he just did that 2 days ago.
Yeah, the day before yesterday, something like that. That's
the other night.
Yeah, I knew it. I just didn't take it.
Tuesday night.
Taking time to do it. But I was talking to somebody. I think we got 36 commitments right now.
Tell y'all, man, about this class of 2018, man.
There's plenty of talent in it. I mean, is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it wasn't superstar driven.
No, it wasn't superstar driven.
But I'm saying
a lot of basketball.
But
players.
a lot of these guys are going to play as true freshmen. I'm telling you, a lot of them.
A lot of basketball players in their class. I agree with that.
Man,
DJ,
I don't like that Ohio State for that kid, man.
We just disagree on that. I think it's somewhere between close to almost a perfect fit.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I mean, you know the kid probably better though.
Yeah.
Man, that kid don't fit in with SMU.
Could play okay.
University of Houston down there with Kelvin Sampson.
Yeah, kind of be okay there. I feel like I just think that league, the speed that you have to guard in some of these other leagues, you don't have to guard near as much speed.
The Big Ten is more pounded.
Yeah. A few more plotters, a lot more half court basketball. I think the kid
can he shoot the ball? Can he shoot the ball like the Big Ten?
Decent.
That 4 spot, man, they stretching it out, shooting that ball.
A lot of people see him as a 5, coach.
Because you got a 5.
Yep. A lot of people see him as a 5. Yeah. They see him. Yeah. You see him as a 5. He gonna play some 5.
How tall is that kid now? About 6'9"?
6'8". Pushing 6. No, he's bigger than that. Closer to 6'10". Yeah. No, they got him projected to be 6'10", 6'11" when it's all said and done.
They got him projected.
You know what the doctor said.
I know what the doctor said.
Yeah, cause
I know how the doctors work.
You had J.O. there, coach.
I know how the doctors work.
Doctor come back in and say,
Coach, I used to have every year they come in as a freshman, boy, they take their physical, they come in and tell me what the doctor said. I'm talking about every year with the physical. Oh, but the parents, they wanted to go take that physical with their private doctor.
Yeah.
Versus the one we have set up just so they can get that.
Get that projection.
So they can get that projection.
Yeah. That's the whole deal. Zach Nuttall still sitting out there. There's some good players still sitting
I'm happy for the kid. I like Jalen. I like Ledee.
Maurice Udeze, he signed.
I like Ledee.
He committed to Wichita State.
Oh man, that's a perfect fit.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I was talking to Isaac Brown Monday.
They're getting right on up in the 40s now. It's gonna be a big year.
Big year,
It's
coach.
gonna be an 80 year this year.
Still got them out there, coach.
Yeah, still got a lot of them out there.
Still got them out there.
Hey, you got the Lone Star Sports Show. We getting on down here on Basketball Thursday, man. It's chopping up. We got off on a little bit of a tangent there. We're gonna come back and talk a little bit more about college basketball after the break. Today's show is brought to you by Fast Small Sports. Fast Recruit has this particular segment. Go take a look at what Fast Recruit is doing. Fast Recruit is involved in the scholastic season now of keeping up with what's going on and laying things out the way they need to be. We're right here at the Lone Star Sports Show. Snoop Johnson, Lady Life, making the board spin. You got Honey Ooh Money, known as the Rook, the researcher. You got plenty of names and plenty of roles, working hard at it every day. And you got Alan Branch right here, Lone Star Sports Network. Back in 180 seconds, we come back. We're going to be coming back in with one more segment before we get Region 14 involved. Back in a second.
I gotta squeal. Some folk trust in God just cause the world's a dollar bill. Oh man, he gon' tuck back down to seal the deal. Y'all playing. Sorry, I can't understand the word that y'all saying. Big boss moves, never heard of small plans. I just want some acres, I come from a small land. Not for real, itty bitty. Used to be down bad, boy. Now I'm up like Diddy. Got a new wave, and we surfing through the city. Crazy walking with me, shining bright. We got it lit like sheesh. Out the dog pound, we done made it off the leash. Making sure the people comprehend like a peach. Young Georgia boy coming straight up out the east. Grinding cause my family got a feast. Hammer time, they can't tell me hammer time. Hey, hammer time, they can't tell me hammer time. Hey, bedtime, I ain't never had a bedtime. Headline, boy, you looking at a headline. Hammer time, they can't tell me hammer time. Hey, hammer time, they can't tell me hammer time. Bedtime, watch me kill the scene. Fed time, we gon' steal the scene. Fed time. Now tell me who you fooling, how you coolin', flexing with the jeweler. What you doing? You don't measure up, I met the ruler. Closet full of chains, boy, you never been a shooter. I don't need a chain just to prove it, boy, I'm moving. Where you moving out your mama house, off your mama couch. If we living what we talk about, you don't talk a lot. Sambo, rent it Lambo, you can say that. I took my money, built the studio, and took the range back. H-Town to Atlanta, country, Bama, MC Hammer. Boy, we too legit to quit, I die. Resurrect Mayana, put a nail up in your coffin. My hammer awesome, I ain't worried about no problems. The Lord I call on, my God. Everybody eating if you part of my squad. And they know I'm working, boy, I stay on my job. You know, got my standard, he the answer. I ain't perfect, I'm just purchased out here working with the hammer like. Hammer time, they can't tell me hammer time. Hey, hammer time.
We're back here at the Lone Star Sports Show, 6:45. Quarter to the top of the hour. This next segment is sponsored by TexasBoysBasketball.com. Tomorrow kicks off the 9th annual Lone Star JUCO Prep Showcase, which kicks off at 10 a.m. at Duncanville Field House, Duncanville, Texas. If you can't make it tomorrow, 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. That's the time of the first game. I think that last game tips off at 7 p.m. So we'll be going all day. Come watch some of your top JUCO players in the state of Texas and some of your top post-grad prep kids coming in from North Carolina, California, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas. They all will be in here. It'll be over 200.
Tennessee Prep.
Tennessee Prep. It'll be over 240 prospects in here tomorrow. And like Alan Brad say, 125, 130 of them will be scholarship players. Maybe more. Maybe more. Maybe more.
I'm a little low on that. I
Maybe
think
more.
about it. A little low. I'm a little low.
So get on out here and watch you some basketball this weekend. There's plenty of it.
Yeah. You can get it in this weekend.
Sponsored by TexasBoysBasketball.com.
Yep. Nah, you can get it in this weekend, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, we're gonna swing back around because when we come out of this, we're gonna be downhill on the basketball side of things.
Yeah.
I don't want to neglect. We neglected it last week with your top 10, and what's going on in NCAA football. Is we know that Alabama's really good and probably deserve to be number one. Are they that much better than Clemson? Okay.
The question should be, is Alabama and Clemson that much better than everybody else?
Well, now,
that's the question.
Yeah.
There seems to be a little separation, Coach. I mean, I've just watched them. I watched. I
don't even know who to pick number 3.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you
got about 3 or 4 options.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying because you're trying to pick the 3rd, 4th team, you're trying to find somebody who's closer versus saying who the next team is.
Right.
Because they play 1 versus 3 and 2 versus 4. No,
1 versus 4, 2 versus 3.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just
Oklahoma gonna be in that mix somewhere. Oklahoma play pretty good defense.
Yeah. Oklahoma good. Is TCU coming that strong? I mean, TCU I think has probably gotten up to like number 7 in the country right now.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I don't know if they're that good, but
TCU might have to tighten that passing game up a little bit because they're not going to be able to run the ball against like Clemson and Alabama.
The people that I don't have a good feel for are Georgia and Penn State. I've seen everybody else. I've seen Michigan, seen TCU.
Yeah, they are. Them two, they right in there, but they not in the league of those guys. Yeah. They not in Alabama and Clemson league. I think the next closest team is Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oklahoma.
And you saying you don't feel that Penn State's there either. So there's, in your opinion, there may not be a whole lot of separation between TCU and Penn State. Obviously, I'm trying to work this thing around to a Texas level.
No, that's it right there. That's it right there. Now, the one thing TCU can do is play some defense.
Yeah.
They can play some defense.
Never hurt you be able to play a little defense, too.
They can play some defense.
People don't realize not only are you stopping somebody, but you're going to create the defense going to score for them.
Yeah.
Too.
I'm gonna tell you my dark horse. Don't close the door on them. I don't know if they're gonna get in the Final Four. Texas Longhorns, go.
He said they're gonna win the Big 12.
Big 12 champs.
That means next week is a big weekend for you.
Horns up. Oh, this weekend's big weekend. They got to win them all, Cole. We got to win them. I'm gonna horn up, Cole. I'm gonna throw them up.
They went and handle Iowa State real good.
Oh yeah, Cole. We gonna handle them. Let the quarterback rest. Get them out the way.
Okay.
We got Oklahoma coming up. Well, who we got? They got somebody else this weekend.
Man, look at your boys gotten all the way up to number 16.
Who Texas got this weekend?
Texas.
They not off. No, they ain't off.
Kansas State.
What's with that cook?
Where they playing at?
Manhattan.
At Texas.
Oh, at Texas.
Oh, we gonna handle up on them, Cole.
Handle them down there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're better on the road. How about your boy just laying right in there where he needs to be with South Florida? You know what's big for the AAC?
I mean, he can coach. I mean, he wouldn't know. First thing you got to realize, guys wouldn't make it to Texas if they couldn't coach. So we ain't gonna say what they do when they get there. They wouldn't make it to Texas job if they couldn't coach. Because Texas they can go get just about anybody. Yeah. So
I can see that. I agree with that. I mean, they're gonna do the best job they can.
You're gonna send a shout out to Insider just chiming in. Stacey Houston just joining the chat line.
That's a good deal. Oregon is just done for the year now, Coach. They're down to
Yeah,
their
man,
third or fourth quarterback.
They're working on a bowl. They're trying to get a bowl game. They wasn't never no serious contender in this thing. It ain't nobody in the Pac-12 that is. You know, USC on a good night might sting somebody, but you know they might sting somebody here and there.
I agree with all that. So
got a quarterback.
Which team with one loss do you think has a chance to make it into the playoffs?
With one loss?
None. Ohio State.
You still got to ride with Ohio State a little bit. You still got to go with that. They lost to Oklahoma, Coach.
They got one loss.
How about USC?
Nah, they won't make it. Oklahoma State, Virginia Tech, and USC are good, middle of the top 25 team, good solid program.
I think USC a little ahead of them two teams right there, because I don't think they're in that category. I think USC is more in the TCU, USC. Yeah.
Right,
Them guys strong enough. See, the difference is TCU and USC got enough talent that on a good day, you talking about a Final Four where we playing for it all, everybody gonna play their
like
best
one
game. Ain't gonna be no playing up and down like what you saw with Oklahoma when they went down to Baylor. They played down to the talent. I mean, you played down. You got to realize.
Well, I'll tell you what happens in those
Ohio State didn't raise up like they should have. They felt like we just blew these guys out last year, and we at home when they played Oklahoma.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed in their quarterback Barrett. Though. I'm so disappointed in his play.
Every shootout, Coach. That's gonna be the one that's gonna make you or break you right there.
I might go this year. No, I can't go to Red Roof Shootout. We got that's camp.
Camp day. We'll be camp day.
We'll have it on TV.
Yeah, we have it on TV.
Right there at
the front
Duncanville
door.
Field.
Right at the front door where we sit there and watch the game. We see every year we watch. It's like something going on.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's usually going on? The Lone Star JUCO prep showcase is usually going on while we watch.
That's what's usually going on.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Watch the game at the same time.
That's right. That's right. Well, hey, might as well plug it in. Plug it in. Next week, Saturday and Sunday, the Southwest Regional Basketball Showcase.
Yeah.
Camp.
Right there.
The first annual.
Yeah. First annual. Yeah.
Be right back there at that hotbed, the Duncanville Fieldhouse.
Opportunity for me, what it means to me is just to see players and just one more time. That's why I like going down to Iron Sharpen Iron. To see kids in an intimate environment. In an intimate environment.
Coach, that's the environment that you can see if you got a player when you watch them practice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When you watch a kid practice, that's when you can tell what you got. That's why you see so many NBA scouts and stuff. They like to come to practice.
Practice. You can just see a lot of things.
They know what they got a chance to have right there when you watch a kid practice, Coach.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you get a chance to watch body language. You get a chance to watch them when they get a little fatigued. You get a chance to watch them in so many different scenarios of how they interacting socially. Just a whole 9 yards. They got Charles Baker from Southwest Christian. They got a pretty good team. Got a really good point guard.
Charles Baker coming up here?
Yeah, Charles Baker. Yeah, Southwest Christian.
Oh, okay.
They got a good 2019.
That's what I need. That's what I mean to tell you about that Iron Sharpen Iron. I was looking at a video with you. Was that this past Sunday? Were you was back down there this Sunday?
No, I didn't
go back down there.
Okay. Well, that was the Sunday I was there. Boy, when you get to talking,
who are talking to, Coach?
To the kids when you was talking to them
about
spacing and moving out the basketball. I mean, do you just have to yell at them? I mean, is that just your?
Just like when
you just try to. What you try to be like your? You try to be like your idols. You try to be like
who my idol, Coach?
You try to be like
who am I? What's this?
Try to be like Ernest James and all them guys. Rabbit Thomas.
That's what he wants.
I mean, I'm looking at Coach on the video. I had to turn the volume down. Coach is just yelling at the kids. But before I can judge, I got to see what were they doing prior to him doing it. Because I mean,
Coach, it wasn't good, Coach.
Okay, good.
I don't even do any coaching, man. But you see so many kids that have the ability, the God-given ability to be a good player.
Oh yeah.
And you just stop wondering, man. There's so many basic fundamental concepts of the way they're not seeing the game.
So you try to get their attention.
Trying to get their attention, Coach.
Just like you do at the camps. When
you
try to get the kids to get on the line.
Line up, Coach. Get on line.
This is what it just sounds like. This is all you hear. This is all you hear. You hear that.
Coach, I got one question. Coach, do they speed up and get what they supposed to be?
They follow the finger.
They try to figure.
No, you know what that really comes down to, Coach? They really know what they're supposed to be doing.
Oh yeah. They know what they're supposed to be doing.
They know what they're supposed to be doing.
Then you see some of them down there. They get
That's no slickster right there.
They be wondering if they're in trouble. Oh, we in trouble.
Oh boy!
Then all you hear at the end of it, you just hear now. Hang on, say it again. Don't make me say it again. Damn, Coach.
Well, I got my championship blocked up there. I was gonna say I got a championship. I can holler at my little big coach.
You know what?
But
you know what? But see, that's the old school part of them. Because guess what? Some of my old school parents that was at the camp, they so ready for their kid to come back again because Jeff and Branch and Yellow.
They loved it. They loved it. They were just nodding their heads.
Oh yeah,
lined up.
That's how you hear someone say, that's how you talk to her. That's how you supposed to. How you know that's how you supposed to talk? You ain't heard a word he said. You ain't heard nothing he said.
Man, you got the Lone Star Sports Show on Basketball Thursday. We had a good Thursday basketball good time here. When we come back, we're going to be coming back with Region 14, Mike Marcus of Tyler Junior College. And we also have Brian Holbright of Kilgore Junior College. So both will be chiming in. We're going to be talking some interesting questions. If you want to call in, ask any questions, the best thing you can do is go onto the chat line and type your questions in that Snoop Johnson is monitoring here. And if you have any questions for any of those guys and any of the guys that they've coached or any experiences they've had with their collection of roughly 30 years of coaching, or actually more than that, probably.
Coach, don't come with all them serious questions. I want Mike Marcus to make me laugh for about next 45 minutes.
I can get it wrapped up for you, Coach. I can get it wrapped up. We'll be right back in 180 seconds with more Lone Star Sports Show on Basketball Thursday. Snoop Johnson, Unequal Money, Lady Life on the board, Alan Branch right here on the Lone Star Sports Network. Basketball Thursday. Today's show is brought to you by Fast Small Sports. This particular segment is brought to you by Bridge Basketball Academy.
Bridge Basketball Skills Academy begins your road to success with our foundation classes. These classes were created for the beginning basketball player who needs fundamental training rather than game training. These classes provide a progressive mastery of skills that are unique in our industry. We focus on creating a strong foundation by learning technique rather than just focusing on dribbling, passing, or shooting. Our unique combination of a skills matrix within a creative learning environment allows our trainees to learn skills faster than if they just practiced general concepts of the game. It's not what we teach, it's how we teach it that makes the difference. Classes start at $30 for ages 7 and up. Sign up today when we get back on the line, or find more information online at bridgebasketballacademy.com.
Saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I want to be. And I apologize if this message gets you down. Then I CC'd every girl that I'd CC round town. And hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smiling. It's all around me true, but I'm no island. Peninsula maybe, makes no sense, I know crazy. Give up all this cat that's in my lap, no looking back. Spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors. They dip as quick as they can. The atmosphere is now ripped. I'm glad it's night, so the light from the sun would not burn me on my bum when I shoot the moon. High jump the broom, like a preemie out the womb. My partner yelling too soon, don't do it. Reconsider, read some litter. Sure on the subject, you sure? You know we got your back like chiropractic. If that do you dirty, we'll wipe her out as in detergent. Now hurry, go on to the altar. I know you ain't a, but remember what I taught you. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart, hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart, man, these girls are smart. 3 stacks, these girls are smart. Play your part, play your part.
The choosing lover, never without a buff. Never in the sheets like it on top of the cover. Money on the dresser, drive a compressor. Top notch, get the most, not the lesser. Trash like the $40 in the club. And up the game, it gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000 a pop, I'm pulling billions off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn head. Some wanna choose, but them is too scary. You chose me, you ain't you a fairy.
Baby, you been rolling roll it solo. Time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I show you you've never seen the 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you the 8th if you wanna be my girl. When I say my girl, I don't mean my woman. That ain't my style. Need a real street stalker. Walk a green mile. We piling up the paper on the dining room table. Cause you able to realize I'm the truth and not a fable. We rockin' Russian Sable. Keep that chiller on the rack. What I look like with $1,000.
We back here at the Lone Star Sports Show at the top of the hour, 7 o'clock straight up, or 7:01 if you're looking at my cell phone. You know, my cell phone be off a little bit.
A little
right
ahead,
there.
You're a little ahead of the game.
One second, really some second. This next segment is sponsored by the Southwest Regional Showcase Camp, October the 14th and 15th at the world famous Duncanville Fieldhouse. Duncanville Fieldhouse is hot in the month of October.
Oh, yeah.
Hot in the month of October.
Play a lot of basketball in Duncanville
A lot
Fieldhouse.
of basketball. Coach, I'm going to let you introduce our guest.
And we got 2 guys. We got 2 special guests here. And one's a second time and one's a first time. We'll go with the first time first. We got Brian Holbright from Kilgore Junior College. He's a Midwest guy, but he's been down here in Texas long enough. Coach Holbright, how long have you been in Texas?
I am starting my 10th year at Kilgore College.
Oh yeah, you double when you get to be a double digit. You have the driver's license for double digit. We just about ready to start calling you a Texan.
Hey Brian, this Snoop right here. Hey, look here, we're gonna have to once we step it up a little bit. You know, when they announce your name, the next time you're on the show, we might have that little button we can push where we get a round of applause.
Round of applause.
Right now we're gonna clap within studio.
There you go,
Coach. You know,
get a little crowd noise next time.
Yeah, we gotta get some crowd noise right now. We gotta get some crowd noise.
Oh boy, Coach, you know what your nickname is, don't you? We're gonna introduce our next guest here in just a second. You know what your nickname is in the basketball community?
I don't.
You don't. He had no idea.
I'm trying to find out. I'm looking at you too. I'm trying to find out what's his nickname in the
That's Naismith, man.
Oh, Naismith.
Naismith.
Okay.
Naismith. Naismith figured it out.
Okay, Naismith. Okay.
That's all the Division I coaches. Hey man, you been over there to Naismith practice yet? That's what they always ask me.
Okay.
Our next guest right here, without any further ado.
I'm not Division I coach, so I don't know.
The next guest we got here was on probably. This is show 59. He was probably on show.
No, we got to be in the 60s now, Coach. Is this 59?
59.
It's 59. Well, if this what you got on the sheet, that's what we got on the
sheet. I just upped up one number.
Yeah, 59.
That's 59.
Yeah, when they go, we're getting close to 60.
Yeah.
But Mike Marcus at Tyler Junior College has been there for I think 16, 17 years now, and
16 or 17.
Yeah,
16
I may be pretty close to right. That's how you make sure you're right. Hedge your bet. 16. It's 16. Yeah. That's Mike Marcus guy right there.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was on our 5th show.
Yeah, we was over in South Dallas.
Yeah, we was just
sunny South
lined up. We got to get him to evaluate.
Yeah, we in Southwest Dallas now.
Yeah, see if we making any progress. We got to get. But no further ado, with Mike Marcus, Tyler Junior College. Will you step up, Don Wrinkles, and give us a
applause button? Applause button.
Mike, you with us?
Yeah, certainly another honor for me.
Yeah, you might be the only guest we had on 2 times. We started to make the lap now.
Well, if it makes you two feel better, the over under was 57 shows.
So we're doing pretty good. We are hanging in there. Both of you guys are in Region 14. Mike is a pretty good historian. He may know the answer to this question. Mike, how long has Region 14 been in existence in some form or fashion?
Well, it's been in existence in different formats other than Region 14 for probably about 60 years.
Okay.
There was a time where it was split into 2 separate divisions, which they called East and West, where in basketball they only played against each other in the championship game. They went through a lot of years of that, and it's kind of in its current format. That's been a little closer to 20 years, or a little more.
Now, I'll tell you something that I enjoy, and maybe I've overlooked it there in Tyler, but when I go to Kilgore a lot, especially when I'm back up on this end.
Okay.
They got a history section in that trophy there. You can get you a history lesson there.
Over
Coach
Kilgore?
Holbright.
Over at Kilgore?
Over Kilgore.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
they got a leather helmet over there, Coach. Go way back. How long has Kilgore Junior College been in existence and been associated or playing, or this rivalry between the two of y'all? How long has that game been in existence?
Well, I think the rivalry, or just their existence in the league, has been since the inception. And Tyler and Kilgore, I think, have probably played each other just because of its proximity, probably every year since they both fielded basketball teams. So it's an interesting deal having two schools 25 miles away. But I think there's a lot of camaraderie amongst the athletic departments of the two schools. Just throughout the course of the year, and being helpful and trying to have there's a push by both of our athletic departments to make our region the best it can be.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of common ground in that.
Okay. Okay.
I need to. Y'all 25 miles apart. I need to find me a DJ the next time y'all have an after party.
Yeah.
Coach, y'all make sure y'all get y'all's guys together.
I think I can get that thing going for about $15, $20 a head.
I don't know. You catch them right around.
Give both of the programs.
Go right to where all the Pell Grants come in. You got to have a party right after the Pell Grant checks here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's in basketball. They gonna get their second check.
We got two people in our studio who can tell us all about that. One went to Tyler Junior College, the other went to Kilgore Junior College.
Coach, the kids gonna be getting their second check.
Yeah,
they're gonna be getting their second check. They won't play until after they come back from Christmas. Oh yeah, I know that region, Coach. Yeah.
So Justin, you put a lot of them over in that region.
Well,
how many players you had to play?
I did a semester in Navarro myself.
Oh yeah, you sure did.
Yeah, I know that league, Coach.
Yeah, right. Yeah. They knows how it operates over there.
We used to get up and drive across over there, Coach.
Go over there, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's pretty good. There are a few questions. Snoop Johnson wants this to be the Don Wrinkles hour. I'll just let you know, Mike Morgan. That was his fault. I got a few serious questions here before y'all get started up. And Brian, you probably don't know the history between Snoop Johnson and Mike Marcus, but sometime when we stand on the sideline, we don't have anything else better to talk about. I'll give you a little rundown.
Yeah, I just don't want I just don't want him to make it 60 minutes. That's Brett to get serious on you over there and get that look on you and say, I know all this aside right now. I know we want to talk basketball, but I got to take a serious moment right now.
Yeah, that's what you have to deal with in this process. But there in Region 14, what do you all feel like on your side of the process? We obviously here at the high school, grassroots, club level, and we deal with parents on that side. What is your perception of what the basketball community and how prospects and high school coaches, how they see junior college, pros and cons? Brian, since you're the youngest, we'll let you go first. Got me a shot in.
That's beautiful. I was gonna try to yield to my elder there, but if we're
you're gonna be warmed up when they come back. He'll be like Hornet.
I need during the break. I need y'all to make sure y'all give me the date when y'all play.
Well, hey, all I know is that Mike's gonna get a little bit of a shot in here some point. He always sends messages my direction, so
we might well get ahead while we can, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I think you get a lot of different perceptions of junior college. I think in Texas right now, with most families, and of course it's not all the time, but most families respect the junior college level that is here in Texas because they get to see it and they have a little bit more intimate knowledge of what's going on. I think some of the states that you go into and recruit kids that don't have a higher level of junior college basketball, those families sometimes have, because of their knowledge, they don't think it's quite
or the lack of knowledge,
the competitive level. Yeah, lack of knowledge is just they don't have they don't get to see our region night in and night out, and so they think that junior college is maybe not quite as well funded, that there's more problems. The basketball that's played is not quite as high level, and so you have to do some educating in the recruiting process of that and help them understand, what their son or daughter is going to get out of their experience at a place like ours or TJC.
Okay. But before we go with you, Mike, I mean, one of the things that, like you say, they don't know any better, how prejudiced or how one-sided or biased would I be if I said that Region 14 was one of the top 3 junior college, Division I junior college leagues in the country? And both of y'all have been all over, top to bottom. Mike?
I will tell you this. I've said this many times before. I think our region is the best regular season league in the country.
Okay.
There's not a night off. You're playing more games than any other region in the country, and conference games at 19. It is very, very grueling. It's what makes it such a recruitable league, because when you've got, so many well-run programs like what Brian does over there and several other coaches in our league, that every night you've got to be ready to play. There's not even Division I's that play 19 conference games. So just as far as the regular season goes, I just don't think you can beat it nationally.
As we start going toward the break, I want y'all to kind of put this one on ice, and I'm gonna swing it at Brian some, and I'm gonna let him come back if he doesn't finish before the break. Why is it that with as strong as this league is, and I cover the league, I'm in Brian's gym probably 4 or 5 times a season, probably at Mike's probably 2 or 3 times a year. I'm down at Navarro a lot, and when I was in Houston, I was in Lee and Glenn and San Jack, and sometimes Angelina. So I've seen the league, and everything they're saying is the gospel knows truth. The problem that I have is, why is it so hard nationally, or what are we doing? And we at TexasBoysBasketball.com and Lone Star Sports Show, we're going to try to put a foot forward from the national perspective, some things we want to do with stats, some things we want to do. There's no reason that we shouldn't be consistently getting 1 and 2 and 3 teams, and not just being a one-bid league, an at-large bid. How is that process going? We've got 1 minute, and we'll come back and talk some more on it after the break. Go ahead, Brian. What do you think about that?
Well, I think in the last 2 to 3 years, I think you've started to see that trend start happening, where we are getting more teams involved in the national rankings at a higher seed, so that if that we are getting more than one bid at the national tournament. The difficulty behind it is simply what Mike was alluding to a few minutes ago, and the fact that our league is so balanced and it's so good from top to bottom that we don't have our records don't get padded, or you don't have some wins along the way that allow you to have a record that's skewed with a lot of wins and less losses. Not
penciling in a lot of wins in Region 14.
Right. And so at this point in time, I just think we've got to find some teams, and we have had in the last couple of years some teams that have stretched out some wins, and that's allowed us to have multiple bids to the national tournament. The other thing behind it was just the seedings, the way they worked with only 4 at-large berths, and now it's going to go to 8, and so that'll give more opportunities for at-large teams.
You got the Lone Star Sports Show. We got Brian Holbright right there at Kilgore Junior College head coach, and Mike Marcus at Tyler Junior College there as the head coach there in Tyler, Texas. We'll be coming back after the break. We're going to talk some more about junior college. We're going to talk about the guys that go on, the guys that get scholarships, the degrees they get, and how that process is handled and managed. We got the Lone Star Sports Show back in 180 seconds with more of Region 14 basketball on Basketball Thursday. Today's show is brought to you by Fast Mall Sports. This particular segment is brought to you by Playbank. Go take a look at the product Playbank at fastmallsports.com. Back in just 120 seconds.
In a crazy way. Some say they sold the yeah, they couldn't get work on Labor Day. It ain't that black and white. It has an area that's shaded gray. I'm west side anyway. Even if I left today and stayed away. Some move away to make a way. Not move away cause they afraid. I brought back to the hood. And all you ever did was take away. I pray for patience, but they make me wanna melt their face away. Like I once made them spray, now I can make them put the K's away. Been thugging all my life. Can't say I don't deserve to take a break. You'd rather see me catch a case and watch my future fade away. Okay. That's right.
Don't tell them where it'll take you, just live your life.
spirit of a hustler and the swagger of a college kid. Allergic to the counterfeit, impartial to the politics, articulate, but still a grabber by the collar quick. Whoever having problems with their record sales, just holler tip. If that don't work and all us fast, then turn around and follow tip. I got love for the game, but hey, I'm not in love with all of it. Could do without the fame, and rappers nowadays are comedy. The hooting and the hollering, back and forth with the arguing. Where you from, who you know, what you making, what kind of car you in. Seems as though you lost sight of what's important when depositing them checks into your bank account and you up out of poverty. Your values is in disarray, prioritizing horribly. Unhappy with the riches cause you morally.
Hey, here we are back here at the Lone Star Sports Show on Basketball Thursday. Snoop Johnson on your money, on the research, Lady Life on the ones and twos, making the board do what it needs to do. Basketball Thursday at the Lone Star Sports Show. Today's show is brought to you by FastModelSports.com. We got both Brian Holbright at Kilgore Junior College, and there in Kilgore, Texas, we have Mike Marcus, head coach at Tyler Junior College. They're in Tyler, Texas, 20 miles apart, both are part of Region 14. A lot of history and a lot of legacy. We were talking about at-large bids and the level of the league. Let's talk a little bit right now about, and I'll grab Mike first. Mike, you've been at Tyler Junior College, what, 16, 17 years now?
Starting my 17th.
17, that was right, 16. Snoop Johnson get upset when I say 16 or 17. Which one is it? You cover stuff. He started 17.
So it's hard to do that every now and then, but sometimes you confuse.
I always do that, Coach.
Sometimes you confuse people with the either or. You know, I mean,
mid or mid plus. You don't like that either.
They might want to know what. No, I don't like that. Now you know I don't like that. I mean, my thing is you got these guys on the phone right now. I mean, on the air.
Yeah,
you got these guys on the air. I mean, my reasoning. I want you to tell me what is a mid-major, mid-plus. Mid-major plus, you know, Branch even got a new one. Branch said you got a high major minus.
Yeah, okay.
I just want to know what they are because my thing is
it's broken down by RPI.
But I'm just saying, let's just say this. Let's say that a kid is getting recruited by Kentucky and the kid is getting recruited.
The same kid.
Same kid.
Okay.
He's getting recruited by Kentucky, which is considered a what?
It's a high major plus.
A high major plus. Okay, and he's also getting recruited by Louisiana Lafayette.
It was a mid-plus. You said Lafayette?
Yeah.
Mid-major, borderline mid-major.
No, I'm going to give you a better
mid-major program.
I'm going to give you a better one.
Hey, if I can help you too with this, that kid's going to Kentucky.
Okay. Hold on.
There you go.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on, Mike. That's why I changed that. Let's go. Let's say the kid is getting.
He got a choice between John Calipari and Bob Marley.
No. Let's say the kid is getting recruited by Kentucky. Hold on. I'm gonna quiet him down now. Let's say the kid's getting recruited by Kentucky and Western Kentucky.
Okay.
Because we just had one.
He still go to Kentucky.
That kid didn't go to Kentucky.
He's still going to Lexington. No.
That kid went to Western Kentucky.
Mitchell.
Mitchell went to Western Kentucky.
Okay, no.
So now Mitchell he's no longer a high major plus kid.
Huh? These are high major plus talent.
But program is not a high major plus program.
Okay, I rest my case. I've been talking about this for 5 years. Either one of y'all want to take that? They're a little shy about it. Mike will take it. Mike.
All right. There you go.
Take that, Mike.
Well, the kids, usually you're not going to see a discrepancy.
Of that magnitude, right.
Talking about very often. You're not going to see Baylor and Sam Houston State recruits the same kids all the time. And you know, the other thing is, I don't know if you've gotten all this between the scholarship check, the Pell Grant, the cost of attendance. That also takes out really good cost.
Somebody got a lot of background noise there.
Pardon me?
Who's that on the golf court? Okay, that's good now. Go ahead, Mike.
You know, I don't know if you guys are talking about that, but cost of attendance and Pell Grant and scholarship checkers is also a lot different at the different levels too.
Right. Okay.
High major school is going to be able to give out, you know, a lot more money for the kids to go to school there than a low major.
But Snoop Johnson is saying, is the kid a high major player? Is there a difference between a high major player and a mid major player?
I just want to know: is that something that the coaches just came up with?
No, it started from the RPI with the programs. That's how they broken down like that. Because Gonzaga's in a mid plus league, but has a high major RPI.
So, what is Butler considered?
Now or when Brad Stevens was there? I mean, that's what it comes down to. The RPI was so high, they went to the Final Four one year, Coach.
I'm not going to even confuse nobody with all that. Division I basketball player, man. Let's go.
But there's a different level of Division I basketball.
You ain't going to change me on that because you talking about when Brad Stevens was there or when he was going.
Hey, come
on, man.
How much difference was it in the program? We got two professionals on the phone,
But
Coach.
I'm just saying, I'm a professional over here, too. You mean? I want you to make some sense of it. That's all I want you to do. You told me when Brad Stevens there or now. I'm talking about an institution. You said when Brad
institution, it moves because of their RPI, Coach. If you win based on your strength of schedule, who you playing,
you become what?
Your RPI goes up,
and then they call you what?
Depending on where you fall on your RPI, what your number is.
And then so let me tell you. So a school can basically start the year out a mid-major minus. See, you got me confused with all this. A mid-major minus and end up as a high major plus at the end of the year.
I don't think they end up as a high major plus because they're never going to get an opportunity to play those kind of schools.
But we don't know what they're going to end up. I'm just saying they fluctuate. Yeah. If it can fluctuate.
You won't get the opportunity to make that kind of a jump because you won't have that kind of a schedule.
So if Texas Southern plays a lot of high major, so if they win those games, what they going to end up being?
Probably somewhere along a mid or mid plus.
If they beat all these high major teams.
Yeah, but the numbering system is the RPI. Go do your research on. Give him a Google. Help him out.
No, I don't want to look at no Google on that.
Okay, guys. What are y'all?
I think he's stuck on
you
it.
better talk about somebody's opinion. All it is
these are guys.
It's basically an opinion. What you saying? That's just
these are guys. These are guys right here that have to talk to Division I coaches every day.
Okay,
every single day they got to talk to.
That don't make them guys right. That don't make those coaches they talk to right.
Yeah, no.
I know a lot of coaches that they talk to that be wrong.
Hey, either one of y'all have a Brian? You're a pretty neutral type guy. Give me some kind of help on that.
Yeah, let me hear Brian. Let me hear you, Brian.
Just are we talking? Well, you guys, I think you switched topics. You switched.
That's Brent does that a lot. Now he does that. You see what I'm saying? I told you, Brent, to do that.
You switched from recruiting a player that's mid to high major or mid major plus or high major minus to
what confused.
A program is.
Yeah, what a program is, what the kid is, or what the program is.
That's what Brent. We were talking about a kid, and then Brent ended up over there explaining. Brad switched over there and started talking about that.
So which one you want to? Which one you want Brian to
Let's
answer?
go back. Let's go back to the recruiting first, Brian. Let's go back to the recruiting.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I think when you're talking about a player and their level of play, one of the things we try to talk to our guys about is there's not a lot of difference all the time between the skill package of a mid-major and a high major player.
Okay.
But the difference comes in your ability to finish and your strength and your athleticism.
Let me put a comma. Let me put a comma in there right quick, Brian, and I'm gonna let you jump right back in there. That's where I think the difference is. I think you can call a player a mid plus, mid major. I don't think you can call a school that.
Now you're switching the subject. Let it go finish on the player first.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said go back. That's why I put a comma in there. I said comma, Brian. Go ahead, Brian.
So I just think that we tell our guys a lot, to be blunt about it, is you are the level you can finish at. And if you finish at a high major level with a high major body, then that's going to be what you end up, that's
being
your
interpreted
level.
as that. Right.
And yeah, and when you're fortunate like we've been to have some guys like the Jonathan Milligans, who's at Pitt, and Steph Moody, who was at Ole Miss, and then you have some other guys that are really good players that don't end up quite at that high major level. You see the difference in them. You see the difference in how they practice and what they get done in practice and in games. And so that's kind of what I equate it to put it in a simple answer.
Let me throw something out to all three of y'all and Ani, who's listening here, taking it all in, hopefully learning something.
All three of y'all and Ani.
Yeah.
Ani, you want me to slap you in the face, or you gonna let him keep slapping you in the face?
I'll get him after the show.
Okay. I'm just saying, you want me? I mean, if you gonna let him keep slapping you in the face, I
can't do it.
I got a free hand right here.
It's an opportunity. It's getting a little rough around this camp.
He keeps slapping you in the face. Hey, you three and Ani too.
I can't do it with the camera on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, here's a story. Right here, almost lost my train of thought messing with Snoop Johnson. This is my vow, my statement right here. Good players come in all levels.
Yeah,
that's the answer to it right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the answer to it. So between what Brian just told you and what I just told you, you comfortable with it now,
Coach? I was comfortable with it.
No, you weren't comfortable with it.
Hey, Coach, I'm comfortable
never
with
been
it.
comfortable with it,
I'm
Coach.
comfortable with it, Coach. I'm just telling you again.
You got a Wichita State.
Don't tell
Wichita State
I'm saying,
soccer.
nobody can't.
What level is Wichita State?
That's a Division I.
Division One. What level Division One?
They're Division I.
What level Division One?
Now, who they recruiting?
What level Division One?
What are they recruiting?
Yeah.
See, I call that high major, mid major stuff. I talk about that with players. That's how I try to separate a player.
Now
they're a Division I institution.
We got 2 more minutes, Mike. Take these 2 minutes right here, Mike. Are there a difference in levels of institutions based on?
You guys can argue. You can argue all you want about this, but the kids think there's a difference.
Yeah, because they've been sold that,
and they're looking for, just like the coaches, they're all looking for the best opportunities possible and how does it line up and
what do they call what do they call a good opportunity?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. They looking for the best opportunity to do what? The best opportunity.
Well, a lot of them are looking for the best opportunity for playing time, what matches their academics. If they've got a particular field of study, how the coach and how the programs run. It used to be, after last week, it won't be a big deal anymore, but it used to be a big deal about shoe companies.
What shoe they wear, huh?
Yep.
And, slow that down a little bit.
Mike, what shoes you wearing this year?
Pro Kids?
We signed a deal with Unbush.
But you hear and you listen to it. I don't know if you guys have time for another segment or not. We're going to go into some things about recruiting. We'll talk a little bit more. We're not going to pull y'all into when we get into the NCAAs.
Let's talk about their kids. I'm excited about seeing their kids play this weekend. We got people that's might not be listening live right now. That's going to listen overnight.
Replay, right?
And let's let them people.
You got a lot of Division I coaches that listen to it.
Get them coaches. Let's listen to these parents. Let these parents hear these guys sell their program.
Yeah. Hey, do you got either one of y'all have time to come back and talk about your program for about 10 more minutes?
You bet.
Okay,
I'll be happy to stay on.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Brian Kent and Mike's coming back. Is that what it was?
Nah, both of them
said. Both can stay on. Okay.
Said, yeah.
I didn't hear clear. Okay. Yeah. Hey, we'll be back in 180 seconds with more Lone Star Sports Show right here on YouTube live channel of the Lone Star Sports Network. Lady Life is taking care of the board today. Snoop Johnson is holding the seat warm over there. And my man, Uneven Money, is on top of his research, getting all the notes and keeping us all lined up like they need to be. We've got Mike Marcus at Tyler Junior College and Brian Holbright at Kilgore Junior College right here in Region 14 coming back to talk about more about their upcoming season and their players. They both will have 6 minutes apiece when we come back in.
Lone Star Sports Show. Well, you got to give us a guideline.
I might be too strung out on compliments, overdosed on confidence. Started not to give a fuck and stop fearing the consequence. Drinking every night because we drink to my accomplishments. Faded way too long, I'm floating in and out of consciousness. And they saying I'm back, I'd agree with that. I just take my time with all this shit, I still believe in that. I had someone tell me I fell off, ooh, I needed that. And they wanna see me pick back up, well, where'd I leave it at? I know I exaggerated things, now I got it like that. Tuck my napkin in my shirt cause I'm just mobbing like that. You know good and well that you don't want a problem like that. You gon' make someone around me catch a body like that. No, don't do it. Please don't do it. Cause one of us goes in and we all go through it. And Drizzy got the money, so Drizzy gon' pay it. Those my brothers, I ain't even gotta say it. That's just something they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know, yeah. That the real is on the rise. Them other guys, I even gave them a chance to decide. Now it's something they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah.
I be yelling out, money over everything, money on my mind. Then she wanna ask when it got so empty. Tell her I apologize, happened over time. She says they miss the old Dre, girl, don't tempt me. If they don't get it, they'll be over you. That new shit that you got is overdue. You better do what you supposed to do. I'm like, why I gotta be all that, but still I can't deny the fact that it's true. Listen to you expressing all them feelings. Soap opera rappers, all these sound like all my children. And that's who you thinking is about to come and make a killing. I guess it really is just me, myself, and all my millions. You know that they ain't even got it like that. You gon' hype me up and make me catch a body like that. Cause I live for this, it isn't just a hobby like that. When they get my shit and play it, I ain't even gotta say it, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know.
Hey, we following right back here to the Lone Star Sports Show on Basketball Thursday. We got Snoop Johnson turning all the way around his chair trying to see what Tom Brady is getting done. It's still a little early in that one right there. Not a lot going on.
Jameis Winston got the ball right now, Coach.
Yeah, well, Tom Brady got to watch for a little while.
Famous Jameis. Tom just threw an interception. He looked 40 just a few minutes ago.
He looked 40.
I remember when I was 40.
Fell in fact when you were 40.
He didn't get a full week.
He
didn't get a full week.
Mike Marks, you remember when you were 40?
I can't wait to get there.
Hey, we got Mike Marcus at Tyler Junior College and Brian Holbright at Kilgore Junior College, two of my good clients, buddies, friends, professional friends.
I can't wait to see these guys.
Do a great job.
I can't wait to see these guys this weekend. Won't y'all tell us what we in store for this weekend? With Kilgore and Tyler Junior College representing Region 14.
We'll let Mike Marcus go first.
All right, we'll go first. I've got, first of all, it's a great opportunity, and I appreciate you guys putting this on because the kids really look forward to it every year, and it's really grown the last few years to get more and more coaches out there, which is better for our kids. And it's always fun because now we don't have to foul our own selves in practice. We get to foul somebody else, so we're looking forward to that. But,
speaker, the engineer said we got you turned all the way up, Mike, as high as we can go. So maybe talk into the mic a little more. We want to make sure we get this real good.
Okay. I didn't know we had an engineer, so that's more good news.
Oh yeah, well, we're stepping up over there, Mike.
Well, there wasn't an engineer on Show 5. Anyway,
no.
We are unique this year. We've got 9 sophomores, and we've got 9 sophomores that are all getting recruited. It's been a lot of fun so far to have a lot of coaches around and talk to them and offer them and visits and all that kind of stuff. I'm also looking forward to that part being over and looking forward to the scrimmages where finally kind of start worrying more about what our season is going to be like than what their future is going to be like.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Talk about managing that sometimes. What is that like?
Well, you got to be good at juggling because you've got a lot of kids' egos involved. You've got Division I coaches' egos involved. You've got parents and high school coaches and AAU coaches all want to kind of be involved and part of it. And it's just mainly having good open lines of communication and dealing through honest preparation with all that goes on and helping the kids out. The internet's made it a lot easier so you can kind of gauge how they play, see rosters, coaches' styles and personalities that go with the kids that you have. And, but overall it's really I won't speak for Brian, but I know our whole league is excited this time of year to finally get out and really start playing a good level of basketball and kind of see we use it to see what we need to do next. We're not so worried about the outcome of the scrimmages, but where do we need to go next with our practices?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. With your returning guys, you have returning guys and you have sophomores. In junior college, you have some guys that are transferring. I just learned today talking to the Maryland coach that the one kid you have was going to have 3 to play. He redshirted the first year. I can't call his name right now.
Micah Thomas.
Micah Thomas. Yeah, right. And no, he's a big talent. You got the little left-handed guard that's been lighting up the phone lines.
His name's Brian Warren.
Brian Warren. Okay. Yep. Now, what about the big kid I know he's every bit of 6'10", 6'11", maybe 7 foot. Skilled. I'm going to call him a 5. I bet I call him a mid-major 5. Snoop Johnson might jump through the fence. We call him mid-major 5.
Division I player, Cole.
Division I prospect. The Division I prospect. Yeah. Is he from the Netherlands, Mike?
Lucas.
Yeah, he's from Sweden.
Sweden.
Lucas Bergen. He's all of 7 feet tall and very skilled player.
He is.
Things didn't work out at Charlotte.
Okay, he's a transfer too. Okay.
He transferred in and feel good about getting him, and it's kind of fun following his progress since he's been here.
How many Dallas-Fort Worth kids do you have on your team?
This year, we've got Cameron McGee that transferred from Lamar. Was at I think at Newman Smith
High School
this year, and we've got Tiandre Jackson Young.
Oh yeah, from Louisville, athletic kid. I always liked him.
From Marshallville.
Yeah.
And Trenton Sandefur's from Louisville. So for us, we've got some area kids.
Okay. All right. That's good for the gate, coach. That's why I'm going to boost it up. Prepare for to hear the kid's name.
Yeah. On junior college, the coaches don't get a piece of the gate.
Are you alluding to the fact that somewhere else they might be getting a piece of the gate?
I can only talk about my own situation.
Hey, that's a very, very familiar reply right there in today's climate. Coach Holbright, tell us a little bit about. I haven't made it to your practice yet. Once this is over with, this weekend's over with, then I'll be working my way around, and I want to do it publicly. I always loved how coming to Kilgore, and I come there, it's a real comfortable drive, and I get there and I get a real good seat. The internet, everything works good. Got a decent concession stand. And Brian, you make me feel real comfortable. So we like to come over there and
got a program. We got a program. You got a concession stand. Coach.
Yeah, they got people working the concession stand too.
Talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly the deal. But I know you have the guard coming back from Houston that I was really, really excited about. It's just funny, and for all you people that are listening out there, you need to take a look at junior college. This kid was just kind of bouncing around. You could see some things in high school. And Snoop Johnson won't like it, but he'll leave there. He'll leave there Division I prospect. He'll be a mid-major player to all the listeners, possibly mid plus.
I don't have a problem with that mid-major prospect. That's the kind of player he is.
Right. Yeah.
You got to kind of separate that. I'm with you with that.
Yeah. Coming out of high school, nobody was beating his door down. Yeah. What's the good point guard's name I'm talking about from Houston, Brian?
Yeah, you're speaking about Chad Bowie.
Chad Bowie.
And he had a nice freshman year for us. Played on a bad knee the entire year. He had surgery on it 3 days after the season was over, and was out for about 3 months this summer. But had a great July. I think he's had a really solid month of September, and seems to get more explosive about every 10 days. I see more explosiveness coming back. So he's ready to have a good year. He's definitely grown up and matured. And so he, along with a couple other sophomores that we have back off last year's team, kind of to start the season anyway, will be the driving force behind our guys just because of the familiarity with the league and familiarity with the level of play and those types of things. But we're, just to echo what Mike said, we're in the same place. Everybody's excited right now. They're tired of playing against each other. They all know what the other person can do and what some of their weaknesses are. And so they're ready to play. I think, if you would watch us play tomorrow, I'd tell you to keep your hands up because we might throw it to you at any time. If we do throw it to you, shoot it and, try to keep the ball in play for us. But it's that time of the year where you just get a chance to look forward. And everybody's excited because nobody's lost a game. Kids are all excited because nobody's been a substitute yet. Everybody thinks they're going to start. So anticipation and anxiousness is high, and everybody's excited about what's ahead of them.
Hey, I got a question. From got Stacy Houston chiming in over here on the chat line on the Lone Star Network on YouTube. Stacy had a question. His question was for either one of you guys or both of you guys. He said to ask the coaches, what is your process in recruiting? How do you approach recruiting against other JCs? Either one of you guys or both. I really would like to hear both of you guys answer.
Mike Marcus, go ahead. You got to line them up there. In junior college, the test to get is A, B, C,
okay,
or true or false.
Okay. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Inside joke.
Go ahead, Mike.
I can only speak, just for how we do it here, but we don't ever ask a kid who's recruiting him. We want him to come to Tyler because he wants to be at Tyler, and we want him at Tyler. We're not worried about who else thinks whatever. We're not worried if Snoop thinks there's a mid-major minus plus or any of the other stuff. We know the kind of kids we've got to get here to be successful academically and athletically, and that's what we worry about. And we're certainly not going to, and I do attest to this for Brian, and neither one of us are going to get into any of that negative recruiting crap or try to disparage somebody else's program. I just want to point out all the positives of what TJC offers and how I think that young man fits our program.
Right. What about you, Brian?
Yeah, I would echo a lot of that, just in the fact that we want to keep Kilgore fresh in the recruit and his parents' mind. We want to let them know the opportunities that they have here to be successful academically, athletically, socially, growing up just as a person. We put a lot of emphasis on growing up as a man as much as it is growing up as a student and a person while you're away from home from a lot of the first time they're away for any significant length of time. So we're like Mike. We're not really interested in who's recruiting them, and we're going to stay away from any negative recruiting and try to stay with the positive stuff. And we are. I think it's helped us with recruiting. I mean, there's a lot of time kids will come to our place and say, we chose Kilgore because you didn't negative recruit and because you did keep it about your situation. And so I like that better because I like to try to stay on the positive side of things anyway, so it fits my personality better.
Well, you guys do have great programs, and everybody in the DFW area knows about them.
As we get ready to go to our last session here, and we get ready to leave Region 14, and I'm going to make a statement, and it may not be exactly accurate, but in my, 13 years of working with Mike Marcus and I want to say somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 or 7 years of working with Brian Holbright in their programs and evaluating their players and covering their teams. I can't remember a year of a roster of 10-plus kids not moving on to a 4-year institution doing all the time. And I also know extremely how hard these guys work to create opportunities. I know they coach the team and do the things they need to do. So two great guys, man. Glad to have you take time out of your season. We're going to do a lot more with Region 14. We've always done a lot on the scouting report. We're going to do a lot more on the media side and covering some things and what's going on. And we want to turn Region 14 into a multi-bid league. We don't want it to be a one-bid league. So we're going to do everything to do our part to bring it on. Guys, thanks for coming on to the Lone Star Sports Show tonight and taking out of your evening.
Appreciate you guys, man. Look forward to seeing y'all this weekend.
Thanks for having us. And Brian, I don't know what they promised you come on this time, but last time.
Well, I'm going to let y'all on a secret. As soon as you build a garage, Mike Marcus, we'll have that garage door opener right down there. That's the whole deal. Look forward to seeing you guys, man. Thanks for coming on, and we'll be back with
absolutely.
See you
this weekend.
Okay, good deal. 180 seconds of more Lone Star Sports Show. In our last segments, we fall all the way into the red zone and get ready to knock this thing out of the park and get ready for basketball Thursday weekend. Back at 180 seconds.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. Yes, ma'am. I am the man of the hour. I am the man, you a coward. I am fresh out the shower. I am fresh dress, need press now. If I fall off, I get up and wipe myself off. I used to go to sleep cuddling an AR. This the trials of the tribulations. This the files they don't want to open. They don't want to see you at the banquet. They don't want to see you make it. They don't wanna see that trophy, huh? I welcome yours with open arms. I give your lady a throat massage. I put your house in my fourth garage. Perpendicular, ignorant, cross with articulate. Southside using Ben Franklin for benefits. Dirt diggler with intent. Black borders with the tent. Kush for a supplement. I'm the reason Bentiaga had a waiting list. Please don't make me sign you up for the faking list. I am the man of the hour. I am the man, you a coward. I am fresh out the shower. I am the man of the hour. I am the man, you a coward. I am the man of the hour. I am
high as off the drink that I just rolled. Riding round in the cloud of that kush smoke. Put my generation on the good dope. Now we all getting high as D'Angelo notes. Getting paid with each quote. Perfecting my game with each stroke. Trying to eat good and gain weight. Lames again wanna provoke us. Coincidentally, I ain't broke in the fashion, but the weed is the only thing that choke us. I'm in my bag. God told me anything that I want, I could have. Anytime I want, I could brag. I be grinding, I don't relax. And real gon' respect that. My passport full and I got jet lag. Homie, I am.
With the big fellas, so yeah. Joel,
hey, you're falling back in the red zone. Deep on Lone Star Sports Show right now on the Lone Star Sports Network.
You got Big E done chimed in. Big E done chimed in for the last 2 seconds.
Tell Big E we not tell Super E on Tuesday. Cowboy on Tuesday. Cowboy football Tuesday.
I'm saying he chimed in on the chat line.
Oh, chat. Okay, all right. I thought we.
He over there with the insider, and Dwayne.
Yeah, break him down and talk about some things, man. Yeah. Well, man, we finna talk about this 2017 rookie outlook of who and what. Everybody's played at least 2 and going into the 3rd preseason game. Yeah.
I'm going with my man. I'm going with Lonzo Ball if he can stay injury free because he plays so fast. It scares me when you play that fast in the NBA. Injuries.
I'm so loyal to Texas, and I think he'll hold up and won't let me down. But De'Aaron Fox has looked extremely well to me, and just get my second glimpse of a Jared Allen kid from over in Austin, right? You know,
another Laker rookie's been looking good. Kyle Kuzma,
yeah,
he's been looking really good.
Yeah.
So that first game, when you just got a lot of turnovers out of the situation, they'll have an all rookie team. Is your guy on the all rookie team?
He's got me. When you the rookie of the year, you got me on the team.
Oh, you say that rookie of the year? I didn't hear you say that. Yeah, rookie of the year.
Go. Let me tell you this: Lonzo gonna probably finish. In the, you know how they put them the first and second, third team all NBA. Lonzo gonna probably finish right there about the 3rd team, just because of no lower than the 3rd team, no higher than the 2nd team.
Y'all heard Snoop Johnson right there. Y'all listen. Y'all listening to him right there.
Real deal, man. I'm not just saying that because I'm a big Laker fan. Lonzo, real deal, man.
Yeah, you a big Laker fan. We're gonna get Gary down there and dust him off.
I think Magic and those guys are gonna tell him to be a little more offensively aggressive. Give me some of that Chino Hills. Give me some Chino Hills.
It'll be like your little brother, huh? Get some
but no, like when he was there. Yeah. Give me some of that Chino Hills, man. Yeah. It's your team.
Yeah, go to Chino.
They won't win. If he doesn't be aggressive, if he doesn't play a little more aggressive, they don't win 25 games.
I think he'll be top 5 in assists, but I'm not seeing all NBA 3rd team.
Yeah, all NBA 3rd team, go.
I'm not seeing any all NBA.
Yeah, I'm going 3rd team. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Coach, right.
I didn't say it for anybody to agree with me. You know,
I know.
Y'all know me. I don't never say anything for y'all to agree. If I'm looking for that, I ask y'all by a show of hands.
Because when you break this thing down, my guy sitting there at number 4, is averaging 16 points a game.
Coach, you talking to me about some preseason stats?
Because we're just talking about the projection.
What I'm saying, you talking about some stats?
Yeah, we're talking about stats, Coach. Talking about stats.
I can't believe you over to talk about some stats. It's preseason. It's the eye test. It's all about the eye test.
It's all about the eye test. What you looking at, Coach? You
got to realize that preseason, these guys are walking around here sore. These guys don't want to get hurt.
I tell you another thing. I've been a little disappointed.
You wait till they line up on the 17th and 18th.
I've been a little bit disappointed with the kid down there in Phoenix.
Josh Jackson.
Yeah.
Stud, Coach.
Yeah, he's been struggling.
Stud, Coach.
I think he won Rookie of the Year. I think he will.
Coach, you know what? You know what? If he was on a different team, I would say that. But see, the reason I'm going with Lonzo going to have that ball, Coach. You know, just like Ben Simmons, them guys going to have that ball. You know, like Fox. Fox got to win the position first.
Right.
You know, they brought a veteran in, you know, with him.
Yeah.
So they're going to wait to see if they're losing first before they turn it over to him.
Right.
Motley hadn't been bad in the preseason.
No. Motley's still with the Mavericks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Motley.
Hey, pick it up tonight.
I like
Smith.
Motley.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got some good situation right now with Texas kids.
Lonzo Ball, Coach.
Yeah.
Go get your jersey right.
Yeah, Lonzo Ball is we're gonna
See, the only reason I don't go ahead and get my triple B's, go and get my shoes, my Zoe 2s. Only reason I don't want to get my Zoe 2s because for some reason I think right before the year start, he gonna bust out and sign with Nike. I think that's their marketing plan, Coach. You know, y'all saw when they switched the shoe. Switch the look of the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, they got a marketing plan, and I'm telling you, I just believe that's going to be their plan after next week is over, when they go into the night before, bam, Nike. Lonzo Ball.
Well, I mean, it's all about the check.
I think the check is already done. I think it's done. I think it's done, Coach.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could.
He just not going crazy with the brand. Now that the boy done got drafted, he not going crazy like I thought he was going to go crazy.
Yeah.
You know. Then he pulls the young son out of school after he done announced his own shoe. Vaughn got something going, Coach.
Well, I mean, I think he's always looking. I mean, I don't know how we got on LeVar Ball. Well, I tell you what,
we talking about the rookie of the year, Coach. We talking about the rookie of the year.
LeVar Ball go owe us a check, Coach. LeVar Ball go get an invoice.
LeVar pay his invoice now.
He pay his invoice.
He got plenty of money running around there. LeVar told you that the shoe company been offering him over $250 every summer for the last 3 years.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, he said they've been getting offered. He said they've been offering me over $250 a year for the last 3 years. He said I know what's going on. He said he can take it though.
Yeah.
LeVar said he didn't take it.
Coach, you hell, LeVar. That is something else. But no, man, I just like Texas kids are doing good. We had a lot of them drafted, and a lot of them are active. I mean, you look at Motley showing up on stats, even though Snoop Johnson. I mean, they got to start somewhere. I know it's preseason.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, that's good for us to look at the stat. I hadn't seen him play, so that gives me an idea.
Right. I mean, you can't ever tell what the minutes are, what's all going on. You got to look at it, but still. When guys having some level of success.
October the 17th, that's what I'm talking about.
The guy that I think I probably missing on, I'm probably making a mistake on, that I think might end up being just might end up being a little tough, a little goofy or whatever. Or I might miss on is that Swanigan kid from Purdue.
Caleb.
Is it Caleb?
Caleb Swanigan.
Yeah,
from
Swanigan.
Portland, right?
He's not gonna be able to maintain his conditioning for the season. Smoke too much weed.
Yeah, well, Coach,
smoke too much weed, Coach.
You got plenty of them smoke reasonable amount of weed.
I know, but them guys know how to work out and
So you like to smoke and go to sleep, huh?
I mean, yeah, college kid.
Yeah.
You know, play the PlayStation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see. I mean, you know what? I guess you got a point there, Coach. up there, weed, but they got all kind of different kinds of weed now.
Oh yeah,
he
in Portland. He might be all right in Portland. He might be all right in Portland.
Weed to wake you up, don't make you sleepy. They do, man.
They say don't make you sleepy.
No, don't make you hungry.
Better leave that alone.
Yeah, no, they got it all broke down. It's an industry now, Coach.
I understand that, but better leave that alone.
They call them dispensaries, Coach.
Better leave that alone.
Coach, because they sell it up there.
The one that don't make you sleepy.
Yeah.
Better leave that alone.
They got all kind of chemical balances now, man. Them jokers done turn that stuff into a science up there in Denver and Portland. Oregon.
When I got into high school in '87,
they had something that did make you sleepy too.
No. You talking about they got other things with the chemical imbalance. They had some chemical imbalance things back then.
No, man, I just caught on to that Portland, Oregon, man. I mean, that's a different animal, man.
That's why Zach had to get up out of there.
Yeah.
Big Zach had to get up out of there, Coach.
Randolph, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now look how long he didn't play since.
Yep, been doing fine.
Yeah, his career. Rasheed Wallace had to get out of there.
Jermaine O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal, they had to get up out of there, Coach.
Yeah. I mean, it's a different animal. I mean, it's a major thing when you're driving down the street. Well, the first time I saw it, man, I got off the plane. Actually, somebody picked me up. One of my young lady, I call my little sister, good friends with my wife, and she picked us up from the airport and turned out. I saw a sign that said cannabis. Just turn right. I said, Robin, cannabis and marijuana. What are you talking about? Say they sell marijuana around the corner.
Oh yeah, right over there at the gas station.
Yeah, right. Go there, get you some gas. Go there, get you some gas in a sack. Get you some gas in a sack. I don't know, man. It's a heck of a deal, man. I mean, it's. I couldn't imagine that kind of an atmosphere in a state like Texas. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's probably coming, like Lady Life says. To me, it's just.
Oh, let me cut you all right there.
Cut me out, Coach.
I wish I was in court. You know, they got the lady that be up there typing in court. They be typing out stuff.
Court reporter.
Yeah, what they call her?
Court reporter.
The court reporter. I'm really, really curious if Branch was on stand when she put a comma in there. A comma. When you pause right there, I wonder when she put a comma in there.
Coach, I see a lot of people on the stand doing the type. There's a lot of pausing going on that stand.
A lot of commas in there.
a lot of something in there.
Might put some periods in there.
I would be the first person over here pausing. Hey, Coach, for what's going on with the FBI right now, there's going to be some pause. There's going to be some pausing. There's some pausing going on right now, Coach.
Let me get back to you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let me see now.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a heck of a deal, man.
It's guys that ain't even returning your text messages and calls right now.
I'm glad to hear that Chris Rivers is moving around and involved in basketball business as usual.
Okay.
So that means that there must be some form of progress in what's going on with that. So happy to hear that. But here at the Lone Star Sports Show on Basketball Thursday, we had a good show today. Locked in on. We had Region 14 on. We're going into a weekend. We're going to a stretch. I mean, here we go. You're looking at right now, we'll JUCO Prep Showcase, tons of college coaches in town, pop back with camp the next week. A couple weeks after that, we out at Wichita Falls, another bunch of coaches, 32 teams out there.
That's November 4th, isn't it?
4th, yeah. Right. And then we fall right out of there from November 4th from Elite, Elite 14?
Elite 14.
And then you do the regular season scrimmages. I mean, the regular season will kick off. And
you got the big Cowtown Classic out there with North Crowley. We're going to print off a schedule and talk about that later.
Talk about that, Next thing you know, we'll be
loaded. It's loaded.
Yeah, it's loaded. So we headed right down there. The scary part about all this is, next thing you know, we're right in the middle of the club season. Y'all stay tuned right to Lone Star Sports Show. We can tell you what Basketball Thursdays are going to look like for the rest of this fall, and what are we looking for to see in the spring of 2018. Hey, we'll be here. Good Lord say the same. Lone Star Sports Show, back with you next week. Have a good weekend. Enjoy it. Be safe. Be careful. Tell somebody that you love them and try to help them.
Peace.